hey, Ben. What is up, everybody? What's up? What's today? Tuesday? Is today Tuesday? Today's Tuesday. So yeah, happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back. Please let me know that you guys can hear me. Okay, I want to believe that y'all can. Okay, I always ask y'all that because I want to be sure, because you can never tell how these mics are and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right? What's up, everybody? We got to talk about the latest episode of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Okay, and I kind of felt like Jen did a whole lot towards the end of the episode. So, you know, this is an interactive review. I want to hear you guys' thoughts about it as well. What's going on, CCF Freak? What is up, honey? What's up, T Gaddis? What's up, Miss KB? What's going on, Mikey? Hey, honey. Hey, Kevin. What's up? Yes. Hey, Nola Reeds. What's going on? What's up, Marathon Blue? Yes, please make sure you guys hit that like button on your way in, okay? Shout out to everybody over here on TT. Feel free to join in on the conversation over here on YouTube as we're talking about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. The link is in the bio. Okay. What's up, Jazz the Legend? What's going on, honey? Okay, Jen did the most, but did we expect any less? No, we did not. Not from Miss Jen Shaw, not for real, okay? I was hoping she was going to give us something different, considering the fact that she does have these charges on her, right? And she probably doesn't want to put out a certain image for TV, okay? Especially just last week, she was over here trying to feed the hungry and whatever else, right? She was just over here giving to an organization, right? So I felt like she was trying to, you know, change her image a little bit for the people that's probably going to be having to be like the judge and the jury for the case, right? But then you turn around and you over here lashing out at your friend. And I can't say that Jen was all the way wrong with being upset. I have to say that. But I'm just trying to pull it up here so that we can go ahead and get into some things. Now, y'all know it's Seth's birthday, so Miss Meredith is looking for a venue to host her husband's B-Day party. Meanwhile, we got Mary over there having a meeting with her cousin because, you know, he's supposed to be like redecorating and help renovate her home or whatever she got going on. Now, the husbands end up going to play golf. Now, it was all the white husbands that went to go play golf because Sharif was not able to make it, okay? So Whitney's husband decided to bring up the whole Mother's Day coming up and whether or not the guys are going to do anything for the women for their Mother's Day. And he decided to make a bet saying, listen, whichever one of us lose, whichever cart, okay, because I guess it's like two people to a cart, whoever carts lose or whatever team loses is going to be the individuals that's going to pay for the ladies to have like another getaway. And I was like, okay, y'all really paying for them to have a getaway? There's a lot of wives y'all paying for. And not you, Whitney husband, being out here paying for a trip, knowing that you got these other lawsuits that are out there. Now, I think most of the lawsuit was dismissed except for one particular charge regarding like pyramid schemes and stuff. But not you. And you was just getting on to Miss Whitney about spending the money up, using up the kids' savings and everything, but you done turned around and decided that you're gonna go ahead and pay for a trip. Now, granted, others did pitch in, but I'm saying though, you the one that's paying for a trip for the ladies to go on it, baby. You need to be saving all the coins that you can, because between this case or this lawsuit and stuff you got going on, and between what Miss Whitney over here trying to do with this rebranding of Wild Rose, baby, you finna be broke. Okay, so I hope everybody gonna be able to pitch in and help you out while you over here trying to send their wives on some trips. But anyway, child, I'm gonna hold my comments on Jen until we get there. Okay, CF Free. Okay, we can do that. Yes, y'all come on in. What's up, Jordan? What's going on? I think Bravo just used the husbands as an excuse because we all know Bravo paid for this trip, period. We know Bravo really was the ones that was cashing out a coin. I was also, I don't know, maybe it was just me, but I was kind of shocked that they gave the guys so much camera time for some reason. I was like, not y'all giving these guys, it looked like this is the real husbands of Salt Lake City. That's what it was given for them to really be a part of the opening scene. I was like, oh, okay, then, well, either way, okay. Now, let's go ahead and move on to Heather and Jen. She decided that she wants to take Jen on a spa date because y'all know Jen got a whole lot going on. She want to take her on a spa date. First of all, Heather, why are we not friends? Call me, girl, okay? Because you out here giving out Audis to people. Okay, you out here giving away spa days and stuff, girl. You out here doing it, honey. We need to be friends. Call me. I'm free. Let me know, girl. We can hang out over here in Atlanta or over there in Utah, girl. Just give me a call, okay? Because she clearly is a good friend, all right? And I can't really fault her on wanting to be a good friend. Now, I fault her a little bit because I'm like, Jen is so disrespectful, especially to you, but you turn around and you want to be a good person to her and gift her things. I'm like, okay, if that's what you want to do, who the hell am I? You're a better person than me. So I kind of commend you in a sense for being better. Okay, so there's that. Heather asked Jen what she thought about Meredith defending her. Jen said, girl, I was a little confused by this because first of all, she over here calling y'all out for not being a good friend to me, okay, but then turning around saying that, but she not my friend. So I was a little confused by that. Like, why would you sit up here and defend me, but then turn around and say that you're not my friend either? And I was kind of like, because she can. Just because she not your friend don't mean that she can't call out when somebody else over here being flawed. Give me 1 second. Let me, I keep getting these notifications. Okay, perfect. I fixed it. What's up, everybody over here on TT? Feel free to join in on the conversation over here on YouTube. The link is in the bio. Okay, so yeah, there's that. What? I can't even remember what else I was saying. Who's paying for Heather? I don't know. I mean, she can afford it on her own though. Her ex-husband paying for her because he having to send all that money. I do like the husband's friendship. True. They definitely seem to get along very well. Even when Sharif is around, it seems like they have a good friendship. Heather treats her friends right. She does. Heather sees the best in people always. And that's a good and bad thing. Because it seems like the people that always see the best in others, to me, get done so wrong. They get done wrong the most, okay, in the worst way. So I hate that. I hope it doesn't backfire. And I hope that as long as Jen is out and not locked up, that she sees the friend that she really has in Heather. Don't do it, girl. They all have skeletons out there in Utah. Ooh, yikes. I remember that's where them sister wives come from. You know what? You are correct. Well, I just want to be friends with Heather. Heather, you can come out to Georgia, honey. Heather is selective with her morals. Ooh. Okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and scoot on over then, girl. Jen says that she was confused. We talked about that. Heather asked messy ass Heather. Heather gonna ask this woman, so were you invited to Seth's birthday party? Like, are you gonna, what's that? Did you get an invite? And Jen was like, that bitch. No, I didn't get an invite at all. And I'm like, but I know you didn't expect one. You should not have expected an invite coming from Miss Meredith. You know y'all are at odds. And just because she had your back a little bit when it came to the ladies, you should have known that you was not going to be invited to that. So cut that out. All right. What else? Jen says that she has moved on and Meredith is still pissed, and then turned around and said, girl, why are you pissed? Are you pissed because your Facetune membership has run out? I said, now why you had to go there? Because I feel like, Jen, you probably use Facetune more than Miss Heather. You ain't have to call that lady out by her membership. But anyway, but I also feel like this, Jen, you have to understand that you disrespected this woman's child. Okay? Period. At the end of the day. And then when she came to you about it, you didn't want to hold on to any accountability and what role you played in that, for real, right? So you have to know that's why. Just because you moved on doesn't mean to me that she has to be moved on at this time. But Meredith, please understand and know, if you don't want to film with Jen, you might want to reconsider being on this show, because I don't think that makes sense. When it comes to your events, I do feel like it makes sense as to why you don't invite her. You're not featuring her. We've seen it happen with Candiace and Robyn over on Real Housewives of Potomac. Not Robyn, but Candiace and Ashley. But for you, when it comes to somebody else's event, you can't dictate who can and cannot come just because you got an issue. You can only determine what you're going to do. And that's that. Let's be real. Mary and Meredith are friends out of convenience. You can't tell me anything different. Okay. Jen has some nerve, as if her plastic surgeon did right by her 1,000%. 1,000%. You know, with Mary and Meredith, I don't know. It could be friends out of convenience, because it seems like Meredith is just over the group. But also it makes me, I'm just side-eyeing. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about the friendship. I don't know if Meredith truly sees that they do Miss Mary wrong. I don't know if there was an agenda that the ladies had set to come after Miss Mary, and Miss Meredith is like, you know what, I'm not featuring it. I'm not sure. Your point could very well be true, though. CC, your point could very well be true, but I don't know. I don't know. Jen definitely expected an invite. She believed that having apologized to Meredith's son, that they were good now, which Meredith kind of made it seem at the apology lunch, and it hasn't spoken to her since. Yikes. Yikes. I think Meredith is a person that's not forgiving so quickly, and I think Jen knows that. I just would not have expected. I would have let that slide. I wouldn't have been mad about it. I would have let it slide. Like, I understand she probably still trying to resolve some issues. Maybe we can have one final talk. So that's fine. I don't have to go to this. That's okay. But when it's my turn to do an event and you're not invited, I don't want to hear anything. Which is why Jen thinks Meredith is only now acting up because of the allegations. Yeah, she thinks that it's because of the allegations. And it's like, bro, it's not. Mary and Meredith are shady as fuck. Ooh. I don't trust neither one of them, really. I feel that way about Lisa. I feel like Meredith and Mary have a common enemy in Jen. That's 1,000% fact. And 1,000% fact. They definitely have a common enemy in Jen. I just hate that Mary was fake about it and act like she never talked about. She act like she never talked about Jen. And it's like, you know, you don't even like this lady for real. Like, why are you being fake? You're acting like a weirdo. I wouldn't have been mad, which is what Sharif said. Agreed. What do Mary and Meredith talk about besides Jen and Lisa? Child, good night. If that ain't true, that ain't true. Y'all coming with all kind of facts today, honey. Let me just go on, scoot on over and finish up this segment here. Heather tells Jen about Mary and the things that she said in Vail about how she said, listen, girl, that's what happens when you mess with me, girl. You go to jail. That's what happens when you messing with me, okay? My God sees all and knows all, and he sends your ass to jail. Okay, so then this kind of got, Jen fired up a little bit. Jen is feeding. Now, see, Heather is speaking on Mary, and yeah, we talked about that, about Mary feeling like Mary had something to do with her getting locked up. That was the only thing I didn't like that Heather did, when she tried to make it appear as though Mary really had something to do with Jen being locked up. I was just like, y'all really, and Jen is feeding into this. She's just going into, and I'm like, Jen, that's the thing that bothered me about Heather and Whitney. They came up with this entire thing, scenario of what, or theory of what they think could be happening, and they're literally running with that as if it's facts. And that's the only thing that I don't really like. And Whitney, you're starting to get on my nerves, girl. You are, honey. I used to love me so Whitney, but Whitney, you tap dancing. You getting on my nerves, girl. So Jen is feeding into this, and she's believing that it is awkward, okay, how Mary skipped out of the ride. And then the next thing she knows, Homeland Security is showing up to arrest her. Girl, I want Jen to understand your heart. They was going to arrest you whether Mary and Meredith was there or they wasn't, because they was on your ass. You hear me? They were on your ass, okay? You can't blame nobody for that but yourself, and possibly Stu. You probably could put all the blame on Stu, because Stu could have been doing a whole lot of stuff under your, under your reign or whatever, and you didn't know nothing about it. But at the end of the day, don't be trying to put it off on them. Girl, this is your business. They was on your ass anyway. Okay, Meredith is more calculated in how she moves with the group, whereas Lisa is a bad actress and can't lie for ish. I actually feel like Lisa's more calculated, and I'll give her being a terrible actress as well. What's up, Romeo? What's going on? I don't know why they acting surprised about what Mary said when that is Mary's tagline. And I feel like Mary has said this like all last season. So then, and with that being said, Candiace, it makes me think, because once again, how Mary is showing up, how Jen is showing up this season isn't much different than how they showed up in the past seasons, right? In the past season. So that makes me wonder, was there some type of hidden conversation to where y'all was planning to come after Mary this season or something, but it just so happened that Jen had her situation to occur while y'all were filming, so that became a bigger thing? I don't know. So I'm just not adding. Meredith was already feeling some type of way, and this was just the icing on the cake for her to join forces with the cult leader. Child. I guess you could be right. That does make a lot of sense. So to see CF Freak's point about them being friends out of convenience is accurate. It would be absolutely accurate, especially after reading your comment. What he's saying is absolutely accurate, because Meredith was at odds with Jen, and what do we see? We see Lisa trying to force her friend to be friends with this lady, and it's like, I don't want to be friends with this lady. Like, why are you forcing that? So obviously, whatever issues I have with her is proving that I can't come to you and talk to you about it. right? So that's what it's given. I can't come to you. I can't talk to you about it. So who can I talk to this about? Oh, okay, I'll talk to you, Mary. So there's that. Yikes. I hope Lisa brings Justin ex-wife on next season. Who is Justin? I really can't believe how bold Jen was. Like, girl, calm down. She would have gotten dragged. Like, yeah, Jen was on something. She knew who to try though. I feel like Jen tried so many of them. I feel like she knows she could try all of them. Okay, she feel like she could try everybody. A tip is always welcome and greatly appreciated. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mikey. Yeah, Whitney and Heather swear Meredith and Mary got ties in the NSA. Like, can Detective Gadget and friend please focus on Whitney's Ponzi scheme? I want them to get into that. And you know, I'm really disappointed. Let's go ahead and talk about this. I'm disappointed in Mary not showing up to the reunion. I'm really disappointed because with that happening, with her not wanting to address whatever issues, I feel like I would think you would show up for the reunion so that you can let people know whatever folks are saying about you is not true, right? But she didn't. I guess she didn't want to face whatever. She didn't want to deal with it. And that disappoints me so much because that means now you won't be on the next season. And with that being said, that means that Jenny's spot on the show to me is more solidified. And I do not like Jenny. I am not a fan of Jenny. All I think about is her niece calling her out on TikTok, saying how she is as a person or whatever. And now I'm like, grabbly, this little girl was telling all kind of piece of the truth. And to be honest, Jenny never denied it. She just said, I haven't seen this young girl since she was X amount of years old. That's all she said. So, yeah, I just hate that because I'm not trying to see her, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me readjust this so I can use my mouse. There we go. Yeah, so there's that. Let's talk about Seth and Meredith. She threw her hubby a big birthday party with a huge pool. Okay. This is actually a good thing to see them like connecting the way that they are, because last season we saw where they were damn near about to get a divorce. Okay. They were separated. Now we can see where they're being all lovey-dovey. And I know that happened because of her dad. I truly believe that once her father passed away, and how he showed up for her and how supportive he was for her, I think that kind of like reignited something in their relationship, right? So, yeah, and she probably also thought about how she's not going to want to pass along when it's her time to go, right? So I think it had a lot to do with it. And I also thought Meredith looked nice. Now I understand her husband and how he feel about Meredith's struggle breast. I completely understand it, but I thought that Meredith looked nice, guys. I did. Jenny can go and entertain her husband while he's looking for his new wife and baby, right? Yeah, Jenny can be a friend of next season. She don't bring nothing. She doesn't. And see, that's the other thing I started thinking about. I said, yo, the more people really say how much they don't like Jenny, the more she's going to stay on the show. But the more we be like, she ain't really bringing much to the story, they might reconsider. I don't know. Robyn is still around over there on Potomac, so IDK. But yeah, y'all know who I want them to bring back. What was her name? Angie. Angie could be on the show as a main cast member. Ain't that the one that was cousins with Whitney, but was friends with Lisa, and Lisa didn't like the fact that they was friends? Right? Yeah, her, whatever her name is, they could bring her back. As much as I don't see it for Mary, them having anything to do with it, with the feds is a reach to me. Agreed. I'm mad that she didn't show up and annoyed at her dumb IG post. Oh yeah, that post was so ignorant, trying to down talk reality TV and all this stuff when, girl, you just did 2 full seasons. And the only reason you're not showing up now is because you don't want to be called out on your SHI. So there's that. I feel like Salt Lake City, but no, I like Salt Lake City. But I don't understand why they so scared of Jen and Mary. Were they afraid of Mary because they think that she gonna put her God on them? That's the number one, okay? And with Jen, I don't understand the madness with Jen. I also think what it is, you know what? Now that I say this, I said I don't understand the madness, but I have an inkling. I wonder if it's because Jen know their secrets. I wonder if Jen knows stuff about them, because the way she blurted that stuff out at the end of the episode about Meredith, I said, and she slick was giving it away last season when she was talking to Whitney. Now, to me, I feel like that's another reason why Meredith ain't rocking with Jen. Not so much as because she came for her son, but also the stuff that she knows about her, right? If she really did step out on her husband and cheated or whatever like that. Girl, which also to me makes more sense about why she was getting a private investigator, not just for the text messages, but so I also could have some tea on her. While she out here having tea on me. Ooh, child, messy. It's messy in these streets, okay? I believe Jen thought Lisa was her friend, but Lisa was pretending for the camera, in my opinion. Could be very accurate. Okay, so let's get to Whitney and Heather. So they're speaking about Jen not being invited. And I'm just like, why are y'all sitting up here acting like this is such a big deal? Like, y'all are, okay, at this point, y'all are forcing something. I don't know if y'all want to call it producing or what, but girl, y'all are forcing this narrative that y'all done created or whatever. Like, you knew she wasn't going to be invited. So stop making it a bigger deal than what it is, okay? Lisa arrives. And I also think that's funny because it's like, Heather, you probably not going to invite Mary. And you know you don't like Mary right now. So why is you on Meredith's case about Jen? Like, calm down. Lisa arrives at the event being fake, of course, because it's Seth's birthday. So she showed up with her best acting that she could do. Heather is bothered, okay, by the fakeness. And again, I feel like, I don't know why. I feel like you just don't want Meredith and Mary to and Lisa to be friends. She wants that broken up. I think Heather wants Lisa Barlow out there on an island by her mother herself. That's what Heather wants. Okay, that's why she's so, I ain't bothered by the fakeness and all this extra stuff she come up with, girl. Mary arrives and it was so awkward. It was like, Mary, you really could have stayed at home because you looked so awkward being there. You looked uncomfortable being there. You felt the way about the ladies. You wasn't going to go over and talk and chit chat or anything. Like, it was definitely coming off as awkward for me. What else? Her Jenny, she's standing next to Jenny, didn't say nothing to Jenny. Jenny husband said, Mary, how are you? She said, I don't know. Ask me in about an hour, then I'll tell you how it is that I'm feeling. Hilarious. Hey, everybody over here on TT. Thank you all so much for joining in. Feel free to hop on to YouTube and join the conversation over here. Too funny. Too funny. Let me see what you guys are saying over here. I like Wendy and Heather, but they have Karen moments for sure. Do you think Lisa and Meredith will be back close after this season because they have been friends with different people? I feel like yes and no. I feel like no, not for real, but yes, they're going to fake it for the cameras. But eventually the truth is going to come out. So I just don't see them. No. I think that Lisa is also, I'm sorry, not Lisa. I believe that Meredith is also starting to see Lisa for who she is. And she's not liking it. She's getting more and more annoyed with Lisa as the episodes go on. And I think she's really upset with her not having her back when it came to the Jen situation. So I don't know. If they don't blow up this season, they're definitely going to blow up next season. Once Mary is gone, Meredith and Lisa will be back. Cool. Interesting. You probably got a point. Unless they allow Meredith to bring one of her friends onto the show. But that would, because then Meredith would be on that island out there. Meredith would be by herself. Heather called Lisa fake, but she did the same thing at the faux lunch with Mary. Whitney and Heather stay stirring the pot and then want to act shocked when things pop off. I don't understand it either, child. I don't understand. I don't get it. Let's get to Meredith and Mary. So they talk about, and I was a little confused, like, Meredith, this your husband's birthday party. Why are you over here trying to talk to Mary about Lisa and them and what the hell they got going on? Like, why are you over here, girl? You couldn't call her about that after the party was over with. But anyway, so Mary says she doesn't think that they're real friends. Meredith feels like Mary was attacked. Okay, over there at Whitney's event, Meredith tells her that Jenny's feelings about the whole racial comments and stuff like that, she feels like her feelings are indeed valid. But when it comes to the shoes and stuff, she's like, I don't know if that's like a cultural thing and if that's inappropriate. I feel like Jenny thought that her ass was on a roll with the things that she was saying about racism and her culture and all this other stuff. I feel like Jenny thought that she was on a roll and she was full of shit. Now, the first part, I understand you if you feel like, that's something that we take offense to in our culture. We don't like X, Y, and Z. Just like black women don't like when people touch their hair, like, girl, scoot back a little bit, whatever. However, when it comes to the regifting, girl, everybody regifts. Girl, that's not no cultural thing. Ain't nobody finna tell me that's no cultural thing. I do not believe anybody when they say that's no cultural thing. Okay, people always regifting, period. Especially when people get married, okay? When it's something new, something blue, something you, whatever it is, girl, that's regifting. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about over there in them streets, girl. You're not gonna convince me and tell me that that's a Asian thing and we don't like when folks regift. Girl, sit down and stop lying to the people. Am I the only one that thought Seth went too far with Whitney's breast? No, you're not. No, you're not. No, it was so awkward. And I was like, why are we even talking about, how did this even become a topic? When he went over to this man and said, you know, your wife has set the standard for cleavage. Oh my God. I'm telling Meredith she should get the same type of augmentation. Like, what? That was a little too much for me. But Meredith and everybody was over there hee-heeing and ha-ha and laughing. They thought it was cute. So I said, okay, maybe I just don't get it, girl. I ain't in that marriage, honey. But all right. I said from the beginning, Jenny has been trying to out-color the colored girls. I can see that. She is so annoying. I do not like that lady. I think Lisa felt like Meredith hung her out to dry at the reunion last season. And now Meredith is doing the same thing, but chose someone unreliable because she is going to be on her own next season. I don't know. She might. Romeo said he's so happy Miss Mary Mack ain't coming back, child. A mess. The fixation on Whitney's cleavage was uncomfortable. Agreed. What's up, Mark Anthony Dixon, honey? What's going on? Yeah, it was. Agreed. What else did we have happen? Mary feels like if it's a culture thing, then she should have never took the shoes. I said, come on, Mary. Come on, Mary. She said she should have never took the shoes at first. And then Meredith said, so did you tell her the shoes were regifted? Mary said, girl, no, I ain't tell her. But you know who I did tell? She was like, girl, who? I said, Lisa. I did tell Lisa. Oh, so you told Lisa? And you think that Lisa probably went back and told Jenny? Well, girl, she had to because I didn't tell her. Okay, so who else you think did? Okay, so yes, it was Lisa playing games like she always do behind the scenes, girl. What else we got here? Meredith trying to act confused. Now, why would she do something like that? I'm like, girl, you know your friend. Girl, you started to see your friend for her words. Stop sitting up here asking like that. Why would she do that? To cause a ruckus because she's bogus. Like, yes. Mary says that it's because she's jealous of the friendship that they have. I'm sorry. I believe Mary. The way that Lisa showed herself up in the issue with Angie and Whitney when they were getting close friends, and she made this big thing or whatever about it, and then she didn't even send the food to the lady event, and then turned around and took Whitney to the ladies' restaurant just so the lady could come to the table and start talking. Yes. I don't care what nobody says. Miss Mary Mack was right. She was right about Miss Lisa when she said that she's jealous of the friendship. Meredith says that she's been, I've been noticing little digs coming from Lisa. Yeah, guess what? Them digs have always been there. If you're noticing them now, them digs has always been there, dear heart. You just now starting to have an awakening moment when it comes to your friendship. Meredith reflects on Lisa saying she needs to be a good friend to Jen because Jen is a good person. She says, so you need to be a good friend to Jen because you feel like Jen is a good person. But then what about being a good friend to me? Am I not a good person? Is that what you're trying to say? And Mary's like, yes, girl, I think you hit the nail on the head on that one. I do think that's what she's saying, girl. A whole mess. Okay, so Lisa, I feel, is definitely jealous, just like she was jealous of Angie, and I've already told y'all my thoughts on that. So definitely, Lisa needs to go on Celebrity Big Brother or a game show. She know how to play games. Y'all hear about Seth allegedly was messing around in Chicago with men. Maybe that's why no one checked Seth on the breast comments. Interesting. I did not hear that. But even if it wasn't a man and it was a woman, that could be the reason why nobody check them. I don't know. Or maybe that's just how they is out there in Utah. You heard old girl in the comments already say that's where the sister wives and stuff be. So maybe that's just that. Maybe that's what they do. If Lisa wants to produce scenes so bad, then she should just get off the show and produce. Simple. It could all be so simple. SHI was disgusting, and I don't know how Meredith can be cool with what her husband said. I don't know either, child. They probably both was out here stepping out, doing what it is that they want to do out here in these streets, honey. So that's why she was so comfortable at that time. What else we got? So Jen and Sharif, they at the house. They decided that they were going to do this whole painting thing for therapy or whatnot. He was telling her that he appreciates how she's been handling everything when it comes to them finding a new house. First of all, what was this house they had this lady look at? I said, Jen, how low is your budget? How low is your budget that you send up here? Like, everything looks so small. Now, I know y'all got to condense the budget, but that right there, that lady was playing with y'all when she took y'all to that property. So obviously, needless to say, that wasn't the home for them. So they're still out here looking. They're still going to work on that. Then Sharif tells her about the trip in Zion and how she is invited. She said, you sure? Because I wasn't invited to Seth's birthday party. He said, well, you know, you and Meredith haven't been saying eye to eye. So it's understandable as to why we did not go to that. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. But just know that you are invited to Zion so you can go. Okay, so there's that. What else? Whitney thought it was great to give Seth a cake of breast. Okay. Seth tells Whitney that she set the bar for cleavage and he wants Meredith to get the same job done. And then she brings him over this breast cake and stuff and then all of that mess and he licking and doing all this extra stuff or whatever. It was just awkward, just a bit awkward. Okay. Because to me, I feel like you're fantasizing or something about Whitney. I feel like you think about Whitney and her breast often, and it's giving me, ooh, I don't know. Okay, so then we get what else we have? Heather and Jen. So they approach Meredith on not inviting Jen. Like, y'all know she wasn't going to do that, so I don't know why y'all keep trying to force that on her. Whitney asks, like, so is there more though? Because I feel like there's more that we don't know. Okay, and I just, could you tell us anything? And Meredith is like, yeah, girl, just so you know, because you know Gizelle. Let me go and tell you, honey, it is more. It is more. But because this is my husband's birthday party, and girl, because Miss Jen got a whole lot going on with her, I'm not at a place where I feel like discussing it right now. So we're gonna let her deal with her issues accordingly. And I'm really not gonna share anything with Dumb and Dumber. Period. So what else we got going on? I've shared enough. Just know that it's more. Oh, okay then. All right, fine. Period. Whitney, I want you to chill the fuck out. That's what I want Whitney to do. Keep deep diving into this lady business just so she can keep up more mess. I was just, I'm getting, yes, Ray Bay, I'm getting sick of Whitney. No lie, when Jen pop up on my screen, I literally fast forward every time. I can't stand a liar and a thief, and she is both. Ooh, child. I felt this scene was staged. Coach Shaw was called to film. Probably so. Jen ain't no good friend. She is a good thief. Well, Seth and Meredith was separated last season. When Jen was trying to embarrass Mary on last week, she should have been worried about her husband looking for a sister wife. He told some girls he's a doctor of love. No storyline having it. Ooh, not a doctor of love. Oh my goodness. A mess. I guess she felt like, or the producers probably felt like, listen, the storyline that you're giving us about your husband is not really giving what we thought. So she probably figured and got pointers from Miss Meredith to go ahead and start going after Miss Mary Mack a bit more than what she's been going after, right? So that could be it. So let's get to the ladies, and they're headed on this trip because this is when all the stuff went down. Did anybody notice when Jen Shaw came? She was just overly happy. And I could not tell if it was because she was more happy now for this trip than she was going to Belle. So I was like, Jen, are you just happy because you're excited to get out and be around the ladies? Or did you have something to drink already before you got on this trip? Before you got on this bus? Were you already drinking? Because you had your ride child, whatever these little cha-cha things you had those instruments. Then you went from those instruments to having this mic in your hand and you were all loud and stuff. So I don't know what the hell was going on with Jen, y'all. But it was a lot. So everybody arrives except for Meredith and Mary, the same people that did not ride with us the last time. Hilarious. So everybody's thinking that they may have rode together. Whitney lets them know that she missed the first trip due to her dad's memorial. That could be true. Whitney could be telling the truth because they showed when Lisa gave her a call and she was in the midst of the memorial for her dad. So that could be true. But what's the reasoning now? She don't rock with y'all. And she ain't trying to be around Jen. And I don't blame her, girl. If I got to sit in this car with y'all and I got to ride 5 hours or wherever to where I got to go, excuse me, I would just much rather probably be in my comfortable space, or let me go ahead and pay this extra money so I can fly there. Period. And I'm gonna get there before y'all, hopefully, so I can go ahead and pick my room, and then y'all just get whatever room is available. Yikes. So there's that. What else? Jen asked if Meredith would have rolled if she wasn't what? Oh, she asked if Meredith would have rolled if Jen wasn't there. Would Meredith have rolled with them? I still don't think Meredith would have rolled with them if Jen wasn't around. That's just what I think. What's up, everybody over here on TikTok? Feel free to join the conversation over here on YouTube. The link is in the bio. Yeah, so Jenny. I already didn't like her, but I feel like this made me not like her even more with her messy ass. And then trying to pull everybody into the mix, okay? Jen goes on to tell everybody how Jenny told her that Meredith hired a private investigator. Now, nobody said anything, so I feel like they probably had no intentions on saying that. Like, we're going to leave it where it's at, whatever. But the one person that's new to the cast had to be the person to go out and just say it all. Okay, so then Jenny, I just feel like she was so messy, and then she gonna sit up there trying to include the other ladies. Like, yeah, she said that in Vail. I mean, you guys were there, you heard it. Don't be trying to include us now on your bullshit, girl. You didn't include us in the beginning, so don't include us on it now. You got it. That's your story. You tell it. You was there. We wasn't there when you told Jen, so go ahead and keep talking. That's how I was feeling. But anyway, so then Jenny says that she also so then Heather says, well, the reason she got a private investigator was because she was just trying to investigate the text messages and stuff, right? So it seemed like Heather was trying to have Meredith's back a little bit. Like, she just wanted to investigate the text messages that came through. That's all that was, right? So then Jen calls, Jenny goes on to say, but she still went and got information about you too, though. Like, girl, just stirring the pot. Stirring the pots, honey. I feel like Jenny is Lisa's bulldog a little bit. Something about it, right? So then Jen calls out Lisa for telling Jen, for telling her at one point that she was like researching people and how she didn't think that it was good and how she felt like it was wrong if you're out here researching the ladies. She said, I don't know if I could really be your friend if you're out here researching me, or something like that. She told her that, and this could have been like last season or whatever. And so Jen is feeling away because she's like, now how dare you do that when your friend out here researching me, but you ain't saying nothing to her, but you got some smoke for me. You will say it to me that you can't be my friend, but you would still align yourself to her. I do see how Lisa can be in a compromising situation just a little bit, because it's like, if she do anything in favor of Jen, Meredith gonna get mad. If she do anything in favor of Meredith, Jen gonna get mad. So I don't know what Miss Meredith can do. Either not be friends with nobody or always keep it 100% a buck with everybody. Right? So there's that. What else we got? Lisa says that whatever Meredith does is on Meredith. And she told her that you can't hold me accountable for somebody else's actions. That's all I'm asking. Don't hold me accountable for what she do. Period. So there's that. Jen stays forgetting that she has pending charges. She does. The private investigator didn't say if it was Jen or not. So what was the effing point of Meredith getting the investigator? Well, she said she got it because of her investigating the text messages. But I think that Miss Jen knows some info on Miss Meredith, and Miss Meredith decided to get the investigator so that she also has some information on Miss Jen. You see what I'm saying? That's what I think. The thirst for relevance is real with Jenny, 1000%. I don't blame them for taking the plane, because if I heard Jen was coming, I wouldn't want to go, because her thief ass would probably try to steal out somebody first. Okay, she the Mia of this franchise, doing too much. Jenny can go. With Mary not going to the reunion, we can skip Jenny altogether. We could definitely skip her. I would love for her to not come back, but I feel like with them about to film in a few weeks, I feel like if they're about to start filming in a few weeks, Jenny probably coming back. But here's my thing. I just want to do it quick. Y'all know I got to go on a small little rant. Not so much. But why is it that I keep hearing about these white franchises, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, getting ready to film shortly after their reunion, but Real Housewives of Potomac done wrapped up their reunion, and I haven't heard if any contracts have gone out. I haven't heard if they done started filming already. Like, girl, what's the issue? I feel a way about it. Get it together, Bravo, and whoever over there at the production company. I think she was excited to escape her problems and start drinking. Okay, gotcha. So you feel like she was drinking too, because that's what I was thinking. I feel like she already took a drink before she even got there. I think production told the feds where to find Jen at Beauty Lab. 1000%, I'm sure. Somebody leaked it. Somebody leaked it. With Mary not going to the reunion, we can see. I think I read that one already. Jen has a point, but she needs to quit yelling in people's faces and putting hands on people. Exactly. Exactly. I don't understand why Jen is trying to hold Lisa accountable for Meredith when Lisa and Meredith aren't even in a good place right now. Exactly. You see Jenny answer why she speaks on a, hold up. You see Jenny answer why she speaks with a black scent with Mary. Oh, I did not see that. And I'm going to have to go see it on Watch What Happens Live. I think I saw some people saying after her Watch What Happens Live, it's been confirmed that they really don't like her after that. So I'm going to have to go and check it out. Karen does have her spinoff. They're filming Salt Lake City and Beverly Hills early because they don't want to catch the court cases. Oh, because they want to catch the court cases. Gotcha. Isn't it because Real Housewives of Atlanta is now using, Real Housewives of Potomac production company and Real Housewives with delay. Great point, Angel. That could be exactly what's going on. Mrs. Mary Mack don't want to be called to the carpet, so that's why she won't show up to the reunion. Pretty much. They need to snatch Portia's Family Matters, not Portia Family Mess off the air. They probably will. I don't know, because I saw that it was being called a series. So I hope it's not going to be a series. If so, I hope it's a series that's canceled. Let's keep going. Jen started going off about Meredith slandering her name. Lisa says that she calls out what's right or wrong. This is what Lisa says she do. Jen says, oh, so do you think that your friend was wrong for targeting me last year? Because that's how it was coming off. But Jen kills me because she never remembers what the fuck she does to people that results in her getting the reactions that she gets. A lot of the things that's happened towards Jen have been reactions, girl, because you be out here doing stuff. So I don't like that. So then Lisa says, then she yells and says, this is Jen. It's not my fault that Meredith had an affair. Why you put the lady business out? See, that's why she got that private investigator on your ass, so she can see what you got going on, honey. Especially when your husband wasn't as present as you wanted him to be last year. You did all this crying and everything, girl. She wants to know what's really going on, okay? That's going on over there in your marriage. Period. So Lisa says she's in a tough situation because she stands up for the both of them. Jen wants her to choose a side, and I kind of feel like that's not necessarily fair to really have to choose a side. Jen goes on to speak on the ladies being weak as fuck and how Meredith is playing all of them. But I'm like, you be playing all of them too. So when it comes to you, they also weak as fuck when it comes to you too. I don't like it. What's up, everybody over here on TikTok? Feel free to join in on the conversation over here on YouTube. Link is in the bio. Lisa feels like she's had Jen's back more than anyone, and she has done, I guess, more for her or whatever like that. No, I'm lying. She says that she's had Jen's back more than anybody last year, but at this point this year, she's done with her. We're gonna see. Lisa, y'all think Lisa done with Jen? I don't know, because Jen already cussed you out one time over the phone, and you still was over here being cool with her. So I don't know. I don't know. Lisa tells Jen how she had Jen's back, and Jen tells her to stop saying that because she didn't when the SHI hit the fan, and I agree with her. I agree with Jen on that part. Like, don't say you had my back, girl, because you was up here calling. When all the stuff hit the fan, you was on the phone with all your attorneys. Not one, but all of them. Girl, you even called Meredith at her daddy memorial, girl. Okay, then turned around, and when I tried to reach out to you to talk to you, you wouldn't even answer any of my calls. Excuse me. So what you're not going to do is sit up here and lie. Okay, so stop saying that. Jen is asking Lisa for the same loyalty that she supposedly gives over to Meredith. Okay, Lisa says that she hasn't held Meredith accountable because she doesn't care. And then Jen said, so you mean to tell me that you don't care about me? She was like, no, the other one. maybe too much was going on, because what I captured from what you said, Lisa, was that you don't care about Meredith. That's why you never hold her accountable. That don't make sense. I don't know. So then Jen gets upset and tells Lisa to shut the up. And then she starts yelling louder. She starts jumping up, getting in this lady's face. And then this causes Lisa to finally yell because she can't take it. She's in an enclosed space and she can't take it. She's like, I can't listen. I can't do something because you're talking. Whatever it was, she started yelling at her. Jen gets upset. Okay, they start to argue and Jen starts going even more crazier than what her ass was already going. Jen gets in her face and then Lisa like, do it. Okay, I want you to do it. Come on, do it. And then Jen says, shut up and sit the down, for I will do it. Like, they just over there just yelling at each other, child. It was a mess. So they threatening each other, and we're going to pick up on next week's episode to see what really happened between the ladies. But that was a whole mess. It was terrible. Did y'all catch Heather saying get her? I did not hear Heather say get her, but I did see the clip when Heather went on to Wendy Williams' show with that old guy and was asked what was going through her head. And she said that she was thinking to herself, get her, Jen, get her. That's because Heather cannot stand Lisa. Heather cannot stand Lisa since season 1 because Lisa said that she does not know her from from back in college. So she still has an issue with this woman. And she wants her, like I told y'all, she wants Lisa to be out here on an island by herself. And I want Heather to not want that so much because it could result in people not liking you anymore because you're so fixated on this. It could result in people not liking you anymore, but liking Lisa more because they see how you out here trying to move. So be careful with that, right? Jen's 5'1" self would not have been able to run up on me. No, ma'am. Right. Well, Erica Girardi yells at her friends and they stick with her. Don't it? Maybe Lisa is afraid of the real Jen, the criminal Jen. Jen always wants someone to pick a side. Cece, you said that you was going to give more of your thoughts once we get to the segment of Jen. And I want to know more of what your thoughts were when it came down to her, coming at just the overall conversation about her feeling like Lisa's not as loyal to her as she is to Meredith and her jumping in her friend's face. I wonder if production told Jen she was acting too calm the last couple of episodes and needed her to turn up like usual. Ooh, yikes. I don't know. I feel like Jen will do that anyway. She don't even need advice. Not Jen expected Lisa's loyalty like she didn't cut Lisa out, which caused their problems. Truth. Jen was putting on, honey. And Jen wants Lisa to pick a side, but is still friends with Heather, who clearly doesn't see it for Lisa. It's weird, ain't it? Ain't it weird? It's too many of these housewives that don't take accountability. It is. Okay, do you see how Jen kept fake trying to cry while yelling? Like, girl, say the fake tears for the court, bitch. Ooh, embarrassing. Jen does nothing for her case, acting the way she acted. She should have been the one to quit. Yeah, I'm glad she didn't quit because I wanted to see how this is going to play out for her, to be honest. But she just needs to get more in control of her emotions. And I feel like she always apologizes. Like, after she goes off on somebody, she always apologizes. First, she goes through this cycle of acting like she doesn't know what nobody's talking about. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Did I do that? No. Like, she always does that, and then she gets around to apologizing. But the apology never means anything because the immediate reaction shows how she really feels. I didn't do that. Okay, so then we're back in the same spot that we always were in. They need to snatch portions. No, I think I read that one. Let me see what else y'all had to say. Okay. I'm glad Jen came at Lisa because she is two-faced and don't know how to take accountability or hold someone accountable for the things they do. Ooh. Lisa is definitely two-faced. I will give you that. Definitely two-faced. Yeah, Heather was wrong for saying get her because she wouldn't like it if people said that to her. That's true. I feel like I don't think nobody hold nobody accountable for real on this cast. I can't recall. I don't see nobody hold. Only time I see somebody try to hold someone accountable is if they don't like them. But if that's really your friend, I don't really see them holding nobody accountable for nothing. And I don't see nobody accepting accountability. So I don't know. Lisa was the only one in Jen's corner at the reunion, so it's strange. I think Meredith and Mary are allies because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Jen know who to get snapped on. What, Jen knows who to get snapped on? She wouldn't try that with Miss Swing and Portia. Probably not. Jen definitely knows who to try. Jen is like Nene, talking loud, thinks she wins the argument. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right. But that's it, you guys. That's really all that I have for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So it seems like the show may be coming up to a wrap towards the end of the month, and then we'll get to the reunion and see how all of that is going to pan out. Didn't Lisa say that she's been friends with Meredith for years, so naturally she gives her more leeway? That could be why she don't say a whole lot to her friend. Will Bravo say anything about Heather condoning violence? No, of course not. I don't think so. Girl, I don't even think Bravo said anything about Portia. I hope Jen's prosecutors don't watch Bravo. They will. They're going to subpoena all the records just like they did when it came down to Miss Heather. I'm sorry, not Heather, but Erica Girardi. When it came down to Erica, they asked, listen, we're going to need all the footage, seen and unseen. We're going to need all of the footage. So they're probably going to do the same thing to Jen, unfortunately. I wonder when her next court date is, though, because I'm wondering if I want to know what that's going to be like. What the result is going to be. Is she finna go to jail? Like, what we looking at over here? That's what I want to know when it comes to Miss Jen Shah in that court case. But that is all that I got, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up because I'm about to get ready to go live for Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion. Okay, so we'll talk about some things there. I thank you guys so much for hopping on and joining me. Please do not forget to hit the like button on your way out. If you enjoy the content and you're not subscribed, please be subscribed. Okay, go ahead and hit the subscription button. I appreciate you guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.